Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, it's snack time again, and I have a feeling this is going to squick out some people, but I ordered some Kanikku. Kanikku is a Japanese product. They are small. Let's find a good example. Here we go. Small crabs. They're small swimming crabs that have been seasoned and deep fried until crispy, dry. Um, Obviously, shelf stable. And you eat them shell and all because they're like fried soft shell crabs in a way. They're just small enough you can eat them shell and all. They're often coated with like I think is it a potato starch, um, and then like soy sauce, sugar, sweet rice wine, that sort of thing. And then they're fried, and that sort of glazes the outside, and they're just eaten as a snack. Mm. Super crunchy. Ooh. So that seafoodiness kind of cuts right through the initial sweetness. It's a really deeply profound crunch. Because that's the thing. They're not really soft shell. I think this is as big as they get. I mean, obviously these ones, this is as big as we've let them get. But so it is a fully formed shell, but it's so thin that you can just eat it. So really nice, satisfying crunch. Sweet, slightly umami flavor right at the very beginning. Then the crabbiness kind of comes through. Because they're fried until they're dry. It's not as pardon me. It's not as crabby as cracking open a fresh Dungeness or something. The one thing is because you are eating the shell, you do get the flavor of the shell that you don't normally get when you're eating crab. So you're cracking open some Alaskan king crab legs or a Dungeness or something like that. You're typically not crunching on the shell, so you don't really know necessarily that the shell has its own flavor. But like all arthropods, their shell is made of of a chitin material. It's a very hard protein, and it has all of that chitinous material has the same flavor, um, and it's not my favorite all by itself. So eating insects, if you get into entomophagy, that's one of the things that you kind of have to like, because all arthropods, whether we're talking about crabs, uh, shrimp to a lesser degree, all insects, ants, grasshoppers, all the edible insects that we also consume as a species, they all have that chitinous flavor. And to me, it kind of reminds me of like burnt hair, um, which is not entirely pleasant to me. This is flavorful enough on its own that I can sort of ignore that chitinous flavor. The particles do tend to travel to the back of your throat, and that's why I was coughing earlier. But a decent snack. If you're the type of person who just sort of responds viscerally to a really good crunch, these are pretty awesome for you. I don't know that I'll kill a whole bag of these in one sitting, because that chitinous flavor does come through. And that does kind of temper my enthusiasm for these. But they are good. I can see why people like these. So, Kanikku. Okabe Kanikku. And let's just see if I was right about it. Well, of course the ingredients are covered up by another label that won't come off. But crunchy, sweet and slightly umami, shelf-stable crabs. I'd say give it a try. So, let me know what you think. Any other snack foods I should be trying? Let me know in the comments below. As always, like, subscribe, share with your friends. And I will see you next time here on Recipe Redemption. Thanks for watching.